Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 5 with 3 members, namely Airesti Dwijayanti, Evi Handayani, and Artia Prasettiwi. We will explain about inflection paradigm. Who delivered the first material, namely Resti, the second was Evi, and the last was Artia. Happy watching! A concept inflection paradigm. The inflectional paradigm is formed by words to which the inflectional suffix are attached. As far as stems are concerned, we can say that the stem of the word is the part of the word which remains when the inflectional suffix is removed. There are 3 types of stems, and first, simple stems are essential to the root, run, tree, room, chair. And 2, derived stem consists of a root and one or more derivational suffix, freedom, motherhood, anti-capitalism. And 3, compound stem consists of 2 or more roots, blackberry, airplane, daycare. An inflectional paradigm is a set of related words composed of the same stem and all the inflectional suffix that can go with this stem. Inflectional endings is affixes that are added to roots to indicate grammatical relationship. The noun paradigm. Noun may be categorized in terms of number, singular or plural, and case possessive or not. Noun only take the genitive case clitic as a paradigm for all the forms of a noun is called a declension. And to write a paradigm for a particular noun is called declining the noun. Here is an example of declension of the words stone, ox, and noun. Singular, stone, plural, stones, possessive, stones, plural possessive, stones. Singular, ox, plural, oxen, possessive, ox, plural possessive, oxen. Singular, men, plural, men, possessive, mens, plural possessive, mens. Many nouns do not take the possessive forms because an structure often takes the place of the morpheme. Example, the ceiling of the room is more likely to be used than the room's ceiling. Some nouns have only the form of the stem, tennis, court, plural form, clothes, trousers, ending with an s, and treat as a singular, physics and economics, ending with an s, but may be either singular and plural, measles and ethics. B. The pronoun paradigm. Pronoun replace nouns. A different pronoun is required depending on 2 elements, the noun being replaced and the function that noun has in the sentence. In English, pronoun only take the gender of the noun they replace in the third person singular. For the 2n person plural pronouns are identical to the 2n person singular pronouns except for the reflexive pronoun during the following table. First, singular, subject I, object me, reflexive myself. Plural, subject we, object use, reflexive ourselves. Second, singular, subject you, object you, reflexive yourself. Plural, subject you, object you, reflexive yourselves. And third, masculine, singular and subject he, object him, reflexive himself, and plural, subject they, object them, and reflexive themselves. And third, feminine, singular, subject she, object her, reflexive herself. And neuter, subject it, object it, reflexive itself.
My name is Evi Handayani. Now I will explain about part of pronoun paradigma. In the pronoun paradigma has several parts: subject pronoun, object pronoun, possessive adjective or determiner, possessive pronoun, and reflexive or intensive pronoun. For the first, I will explain about subject pronoun. Subject pronoun is a word that replaces the subject, which is usually at the beginning of sentence. Subject pronoun are often used to avoid repetition of the subject's name. The subject pronoun include I, we, you, she, he, it, and they. For example, Maura is my sister. She is beautiful. Maura a subject and she a subject pronoun. Here, she replaces the Maura so that there is no repetition. Other example, this is my cat. It's very funny. Cat a subject and it as pronoun. So, we can see it replaces cat. Hi Alex, do you like cats? Alex, a subject, you, a subject pronoun. You replaces Alex's name. Object pronoun. Object pronoun are used to replace nouns that are the direct or indirect object of a clause. Object pronoun is usually put after the verb. Object pronoun include me, us, you, her, him, it, and them. For example, give me some money. Me as object pronoun and me put after the word give. Give is a verb. Other example, she hate him. Him as object pronoun and put after the word hate. Hate is a verb. Possessive adjective. Possessive adjective are adjectives used to show ownership of a noun and anything. Possessive adjectives are not pronouns, but rather determiners. Possessive adjective is usually followed by a noun. Possessive adjective includes my, your, his, her, their, our, and its. For example, my book, your picture, his ruler, your new shoes, your car, and many others. Possessive pronoun. Possessive pronoun is also used to express ownership, but the difference with a possessive adjective is that a possessive noun is used without being followed by a noun or standing alone. Possessive pronoun include mine, yours, theirs, ours, hers, his, and it. For example, this book is ours. The car will be yours. The bag look like his, and the shoes are not hers. And maybe you can find out the other example. Reflexive or intensive pronoun. Reflexive or intensive pronoun is used to state and affirm oneself. Reflexive pronoun is usually marked with self for singular and selves for plural. Reflexive pronoun include myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, themselves. For example, I blame myself for losing that book. She painted the house herself. Please look after yourself, and many others.
Hello, my name is Artia Prasiwi, and I will explain about the verb paradigm. Verbs have 3, 4, or 5 forms. Those with 4 forms are the most. Example of the verb paradigm is I speak, present tense. I spoke is past tense. I am speaking is present progressive. And I was speaking is past progressive. I have spoken is present perfect. And I had spoken is past perfect. Each verb has its own uses. The first, this term. It occurs after to, after auxiliaries, and in the present tense, except for the third person singular, to sit, can go, with it. The second is the present third person singular. It is used with the pronouns he, she, it, and with singular words or with groups for which these pronouns will substitute. Example: the freshman cuts his clothes every Wednesday. And the next, he cuts his clothes every Wednesday. Each is expected to do his duty. Somebody has left a note for you. And the last, winning the championship cuts no ice with me. The third is the present participle or ing verb form. It combines with 7 of the 8 forms of be. Am, is, are, was, were, be, been to make verb phrases. Example: I am writing a letter. He or she is writing a letter. They are writing letters. He or she was writing a letter. They were writing letters. He must be going now. She must have been sleeping. A few verbs referring to mental activities are seldom heard in the ing verbs such as own, need, prefer, now, hear, like, remember, and understand. Jack is owning a cabin in the North Woods. She was not knowing what to do. The fourth is the past tense. The most usual forms of the past tense and in the allomorph the and ed, as in past, pleased, and part. It takes other irregular numbers from shrunk, led, began, wrote, found, now, swore, and shook. The next is the past participle. The most frequently occurring and in the symmetry sounds mentioned in the past tense, like t, and ed. But the past participle is also used with have, has, had, having to form verbal phrases. Example: she has selected a stunning gown. He had never flown in a helicopter. The past participle is also used with the forms of be to form the passive. Like example below. The orchestra was selected by the committee. And the missing man had been found. The last is about comparable paradigm. Comparable paradigm means paradigm that comparing between an adjective to others. Comparable paradigm includes the first, nearly all one-syllable adjectives, like cup. The second, some two-syllable adjectives mainly ending in ly and y, like funny. The third is a few adverbials of 1 or 2 syllables, like early. And the last, one preposition, like near. Other adjectives and adverbs usually take the preceding more or must instead of er or ast, Some adjectives have superlative or irregular forms in the comparative and superlative, such as good. That's all from our group. Thank you for the attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.